But I wanted to take this step to say, we got this new thing called classism. It's racism's cousin. This is what we do to hold people back.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that our system does not believe in equals, that it does not recognize the American dream.
It seems we live in the American dream, but the people highest up got the lowest self-esteem.
As a system, they pledge to keep the following commandments, translated into layman's terms. A nigga shall not boast in his intelligence or talent.
When someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god. I just told you. Would it have been better if I had a song that said, I am a nigga? Or if I had a song that said, I'm a gangster? Or if I had a song that said, I am a pimp? All those colors and patinas fit better.
If attempted, make sure that no accomplishment can give a nigga reason to believe he or she can thrive independent of the system's guidance.
I remember when I was dropping William Morris, right? And then Sarah Newkirk at that time said, before you drop them, go meet with Ari Emanuel. And I sat with him and said, Ari, I'm an inventor. And he goes on to tell me about the way it works. And what he said is, you are a celebrity. So basically what's gonna happen is, there's product here. And this is where you end up, right here. If you can communicate this product, you can make money off the product. Wait a second. Now we're seriously like in a civil rights movement.
The system shall maintain a consistent effort to pervert a nigga's perception of his or herself.
So I ball so hard, motherfuckers wanna find me. But first niggas gotta find me. What's 50 grand to a motherfucker like me? Can you please remind me?
It is of this construct's interest to inspire hatred in its poor citizens towards their own.
Am I my brother's keeper? Only if that nigga don't creep up. Got a pistol under my pillow. I never been a deep sleeper. Paranoia.
Take the word negro, the Spanish word for black. Apply a southern drawl to it and say it in a hateful tone. Make them ashamed of the word black.
That great western house I come from is one house, and I am one of the children of that house. Simply, I'm the most despised child of that house.
Make sure that they hate themselves across the world.
And we got this other thing that's also been working for a long time where you don't have to be racist anymore. It's called self-hate. It works on itself. It's like real estate of racism.
Cause they made us hate ourselves and love their wealth. That's why Shorty's hollering where the ball is at. Drug dealer by Jordan, crackhead by crack, and George Bush get paid off for all of that.
However, due to the words of leaders like Martin and Malcolm, this generation will attempt to reclaim the word for their color.
It ain't nothing real. It's all iconography that we put a mindset on it.
Punish them. Hate them for losing their fear of words.
I went from Jay Z being my idol, still is my idol, to him being across the stage on me. So I know that anything is possible.
It seems that words are not enough anymore, and they are learning that the greatest weapon is distraction. The white niggas will wonder why we look over their wishes for sustainability. Let the system tell them that white privilege is better than being black and poor. Make them believe that privilege is better than financial freedom. Do not let them know that they are niggas too.
Cause guess what? Everybody in middle America felt away, and they showed you how they felt. Feelings matter, bruh. It's a new world. It's a new world, Barack. It's a new world, Jay Z.
To our system, nigga never means black. It's just a name for those that they step on.
Via Mexico, Cubano, Dominicano, all the plugs that I know.
Tonight, the backlash is brewing in Los Angeles and Atlanta, where people took to the streets to protest the president's expected announcement on immigration tomorrow. White House sources tell NBC News the president will likely end DACA with a 6-month delay for Congress to come up with a fix. The program protects so-called dreamers, young immigrants brought here illegally by their parents from being deported while they work or attend school.
Driving Benzes with no benefits, not bad, huh? For some immigrants, build your fences, we digging tunnels. Can't you see we getting money up under you?
Ridicule them for being unfaithful. Ridicule them for being committed. Beat them down for marrying our daughters.
Yeah, my nigga, it's on, it's on, it's on, it's on. I know they told they white daughters don't bring home Jerome.
I know that in 400 years in that house, They do not know who I am, and I cannot marry their daughters or go to their churches.
Make them hate their color.
I mean, Marilyn Monroe, she's quite nice, but why all the pretty icons always all white? Put some color girls in the MoMA.
Take a look at this video. 4-year-old London James cries to her mother, telling her that someone doesn't want to be her friend because she's black.
They made me sad.
Who made you sad?
They didn't want to be my friend.
Why don't they want to be your friend?
Because they don't like black people.
Let the system make promises. Tell them the system is apologetic. Let them promise compensation that they can't give.
We tryna buy back our 40 acres, and for that paper, look how low we are stoop. Even if you in a band, you still a nigga. And a cool, come on, everybody say
anything to keep them quiet. Promise government aid to the pathetic poor, but do not aid those who are free.
You know, they will vote no against healthcare. Like, who can vote no against health? Like, I don't want you to get better.
No shop class, but had the school got a tool. And I could die any day type attitude. Plus his little brother got shot repping his avenue.
Make freedom look like more of a burden than slavery. Don't let them attain too much wealth. When they see their worth and build their wonders, take them down. It is only about money and power. Money and power shall be given to a handful of the pathetic lot. Make the population set aside their rage for a chance at the lottery.
I tell you, only 7 black billionaires. Look at that marginalization, and we feel like we happy because me and Rick Ross got a Maybach, or I got a Sprint outside, or a couple of us, or they put a black president. Man, let me tell you something about George Bush and oil money and Obama and no money. People want to say Obama can't make these moves or he's not executing. That's because he ain't got those connections.
I think it's a couple more things they owe us. I think it's a couple more things they owe us.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper.
We want that clean water. I tasted it. I see what it's like. We want to sing on a Gucci level. We want to sing as high as we could sing when we had pyramids. We don't want to just have a little print on the back of our jacket that costs $2,000, making us feel like a king again for a day. We don't want to just have the jewelry just trying to make us feel good. We want to be good.
Make them hate the brothers and sisters who escape. Let them smear each other. Laugh when they betray each other. They have saved our system time.
Minds if you put crabs in the barrel to ensure your survival, you gon' end up pulling down niggas that look just like you.
See, that's the magic of racism. It works on itself. We hate each other, shoot each other, kill each other when we can't kill nobody else. See, that's the magic of lack of resources. It works on itself. 500 niggas getting pop, 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 pop. In North Carolina didn't help. See, that's the magic of racism. It works on itself. Niggas hate niggas, hate niggas, hate niggas, hate niggas, hate niggas, hate niggas, ayy, nigga, ayy.
You know, everyone's getting shot at any color, creed.
Let them believe that such systems are run by the old white men in the leather seats. Do not let them know that the face behind those convictions and oppressive ideas has no color, gender, or class.
Obama couldn't make America great because he couldn't beat him to be who he was. Black men have been slaves. Obama wasn't allowed to do this. Yeah! And still win. He had to be perfect.
You know, it's about favors that they owe. It's about not letting the one party dictate what to say. It's about their political future. You know, people will not vote on a bill because they like, this might come back to haunt me if I run for Senate.
But being perfect don't always change shit, bro. Being perfect don't always change shit, bro.
Do not let them know that this hatred can live inside of all of us. Merely encourage them to shift the blame.
Unfortunately, politics involves telling people what they want to hear. And what people want to hear is that a certain kind of villainy can explain almost all of it. Now, there's no such thing as a lack of villainy among human beings. Anytime you take any large group of people, you have an almost inexhaustible source of sins. And if you want to look into all those sins, you can go on forever looking into them.
Allow suspicion and conspiracies to serve as a replacement for truth.
He try to confuse it with some BS, like the New World Order. Meanwhile, the DEA teamed up with the CCA. They try and lock people up. They try and make new slaves. See, that's that probably on prison. Get your piece today. They probably all in the Hamptons, bragging about what they made.
base their faith practices on the mentalities of slavery, mask wage slavery as paying their dues, require diplomas for jobs, make it hard for niggas to get diplomas.
Y'all throwing contracts at me, you know that don't read.
When a white nigga uses those fun drugs, do not be too harsh. They have to believe that the niggas of color are worse behaved. The last thing you want is for them to employ each other. Along with that, give niggas life sentences, masked as temporary imprisonment. But God forbid, don't give an ex-convict a good job. Don't make them believe that they can make grand contributions to society.
It's companies that have the same company that will allow it to be a song that promotes guns, would be connected with the exact same corporation that promotes privately owned prisons.
Don't let them know that the system considers women as the nigger of the world.
Saudi Arabia's young, ambitious crown prince is making history in the kingdom. Letting women hit the roads here, meaning simple scenes like this, allowed everywhere else in the world, will be allowed here too.
When a nigga climbs the ranks, threaten to knock them down for being out of line.
Y'all would like us to think that we are free, but we completely control. We controlled by a Nike sign. We controlled by peer pressure. We controlled by the longing for a particular car to set at a high price.
Ways to be out of line go as follows. Speaking too often.
Do it like this, and move your other leg like this, and don't get nobody pissed. Hey, nigga.
Being headstrong.
I arrived on the day Fred Hampton died. Real niggas just multiply. Here they said but 21 are supposed to die. So I'm out here celebrating my post-demise.
Being difficult to manage.
If you miss one step, we gon' treat you like this. We gon' talk shit about you like this. We gon' beat you up like this. We gon' say that people don't like you. We gon' try to make the whole world hate you.
Being too congratulatory of oneself. Making more money than the system would like.
People got fat without me. You cutting me in.
It's more ways than they way to do it. And I'm here to prove it.
Sleeping with someone the system forbids. Marrying someone the system forbids. Having children with someone the system forbids. This is the worst sin of all.
I am flesh of their flesh, bone of their bone, created by them. My blood, my father's blood is in that soil. They can't face that.
They told me, you better not show your face in public, boy. They told me, better stand still, Emmett Till, better stand still, Emmett Till.
Follow these precepts, and your system too can keep niggas under control. When all else fails, fall back on this precept. If you have reached this point, you have met a very disruptive nigga. One who was confident in his or herself and a free spirit.
I'm the Tupac of product. You gon' see I'm better than Ralph Lauren. You gon' see I'ma be bigger than H&M, bigger than Louis Vuitton. You know, to be a visionary, all you have to do is make decisions based off of your eyes instead of your ears and your memory. And everybody else, don't move. That's off their ears. Oh, he gonna get in trouble. That's off their memory. They don't move. They're enslaved.
Do not allow them to attain wealth.
So I ain't going at Nike as a corporation. I'm going at the people that's running the corporation, and I'm saying I'm gonna hit you in the chest until you listen to me, because you feel like you ain't got to take no meeting with me. So I'm gonna turn up and I'm gonna show you what we are. We gonna run over that mountain until you listen to me, because I'm influential. The reason why I'm influential, same reason why you want me to come to your show or you want me to wear your product, is the same reason why you gotta involve me and you gotta cut me in.
If they live in a democracy, they might buy their freedom.
Political refugee asylum can be purchased. Everything's for sale. Got 5 passports. I'm never going to jail.
We need to focus on those people. The government's too big. Let's shrink that. Let's shrink it, and let's get the real people. It's impossible to have all those people.
You're sounding political now. You need to be careful. You're sounding like a politician. You sound like
if you are at this point, the system most likely has failed, and there is only one option left: kill them, kill them, kill them. Signed. This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. They have made it super easy with its all-in-one platform that features 16 new, beautiful designer templates. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com and go to squarespace.com squarespace.com/noisy images to get 10% off of your first purchase. With our award-winning 24/7 customer service, Squarespace will help you get your website up and running in no time.